Hello and welcome to Black Desert Online. Today I'm doing a tutorial on housing, workers, and nodes, and how to assign workers to nodes and all that good stuff. So, let's start off with housing. Housing can be used for a variety of different things, including your own personal residence, lodging for your workers, which is very important. I'm not sure why it's not showing up here actually. It says lodging anyway. And also storage. And there's some other things like different crafting places, which I can show you here. You can use this as a wood workbench or a finery, for instance. And some of these, like over here, can use as a shipyard to create ships. There's loads of different ways you can use houses, but there are also some conditions you need to meet to buy certain houses. For instance, these blue houses are ones that you can purchase outright without anything else. These grey houses are houses that you can purchase, but you need to purchase something beforehand. And white houses are houses that you've already purchased. Now, to buy this number 2 Velia house, I need to have purchased the 2-1. So, for instance, check purchase conditions. It says I need to purchase this one. I can purchase them all together. In fact, even if I did this one, I can purchase all 3 of them in one go. But it needs 8 contribution points and I only have 6. Which leads me on to my next point. All houses require contribution points to be purchased, which you can get from doing quests in the respective town or area. Now, it's not just towns where you can purchase housing. There's other places also, like for instance Logia Farm, or Logia Farm. You can purchase housing here as well, but you need, you can see 2 contribution points. I've got 6 because all of these are connected in a nodes system. I have no idea what it's called, but there you go. And you can see I've purchased this node because there's a orange line connecting the connecting Velia to the farm. Now over here there's 2 white lines connecting Velia to the Forest of Plunder and Bartali Farm, which means that I can connect them, and workers that have lodging in Velia can work here, but I haven't purchased them yet. That's why they're not orange. Well, invested in them. So lodging is primarily, only for workers, and all these potatoes, by the way, in my Velia storage have been farmed by my good little goblin worker over here. He's level 3 because he's just been potato farming day and night, and I haven't actually given him any beer to recover his stamina yet. Hence the bar is so low. Now I've bought a skilled goblin worker as well, but let's go purchase a new worker to show you how to do it. Now you purchase workers from, I forgot what they're called actually, we'll see in a minute, from work supervisors. Now in Velia this is Santu Manzi, and he'll be the first person that you meet that sells workers. So you'll press contract workers, and okay, so actually I need another lodging before I can buy a third worker, because I probably have 2 lodgings already. Lodgings are little beds, so I guess I can fit 2 people into 1 lodging. So let's go buy a new house. Can I use this one as a lodging? No. What about this one? No. Ah dear. Okay, it seems I can't actually purchase any of these for lodgings, but this one I can convert into lodging, but it'll take 5 minutes. So that's a shame. Oh well. We'll just keep the workers for now, but know how to purchase a worker is you talk to the work supervisor, contract workers, and then it'll show you a worker, and then you can either decide to buy that one or spend 5 more energy to look at another worker. Now workers will have different skills. I can show you the skills of these 2. This one has simple A, which gives him work speed 2, and this skilled goblin worker has a bit more specialized skill, costume crafting work speed plus 5. So if I were to make him craft some costumes, he'd be faster at doing that than a standard goblin worker. Now that you've got your workers and they're in a lodging, you need to assign them to work somewhere. So you want to purchase a node. In this case I've purchased a potato farm because potatoes are a primary ingredient in making beer, which is used to recover stamina for the workers. Now I'm going to purchase, should I get the farm or Forest of Plunder? I'm going to go for Forest of Plunder if I can. Right, so now you notice at the top here there's loads of information regarding the area, but you need to go there before you can actually purchase something and talk to the node manager. So I'm going to cut to when I get there. So here we go, I've arrived at the node management area for the Forest of Plunder, and you just talk to the NPC, in this case, this Goblin Imposter over here, and press node management. Now this will bring up this place, and you can invest a contribution point into this area. So here we go, I've invested a contribution point. Now this area will be linked to Velia, if you get the Forest of Plunder, for instance, and you can see an orange line, just like with that one over there. Now an interesting thing is that now that I've got this node, this one becomes available, Heidel Pass, and it's connected to Velia. So in theory, you could actually invest in Heidel Pass node, and then this one, and over here, and then you have a whole node system connected from all the way from Heidel to Velia. So now we can go into like a subsystem of that node. Now some of them will have more than one farm, but in this case you can arrow mushrooms. So it only costs 1 contribution point. I have 5 because it's in the Velia system. There you go, invested a contribution point. Now I can get my skilled goblin worker that I bought earlier, and you just press start work. But you can change the amount of times you want them to work, so the maximum is 8 because he has 8 stamina. So I've just done 8, and then I press OK. Then start work, and there you go. In 24 minutes he will have finished gathering and will start again. And all this will be placed into the town storage. Hence the 37 potatoes here. There's 1 beer here, so I'm now going to show you how to use beer on your workers. So you go to your worker menu, and then, in fact I'm going to cancel this potato farmer. Will this work? Oh well, okay, so he's going to finish this potato farming for 11 minutes, and then he's going to head back. Then all you would do is... Oh dear, my horse is being attacked. So all you have to do is press... Oh, come on, leave me alone. All you have to do is press the worker button and then press recover, and then give them the beer and it will recover their stamina. Now you're going to run out of beer pretty quickly if you have a lot of workers. So I recommend having a worker farming potatoes for you, as they are a primary ingredient, and then you can make beer at your residence. So I'm just going to skip to that bit. So to make beer you need a couple of ingredients that aren't just potatoes. Now instead of potatoes I think you can also use wheat, corn or barley, but we don't have any of that currently, and potatoes are our most reliable source of material for that food, so we're going to use those. Now along with potatoes you also need 2 leavening agents, 1 sugar and 6 mineral water I think. So talk to David Finto, I think, yeah, David Finto over here, and press shop. Now this will bring up all the things you can buy. Now if you're doing this for the first time, you're going to want to buy a cooking utensil, which is what we're going to use to make the beer. Now as I've already bought one of those here, I'm not going to buy another, but just know that you need to buy one of those. So I've got 2 mineral water currently, so I'm going to buy 4 more. So I've got 6 mineral water, which is just what I need for some beer. I need 1 sugar, which is here. There you go, 1 sugar, and 2 leavening agents, which are going to be in here somewhere because I already have some. Right, so now we just need the potatoes. Now if you've been getting potatoes yourself, which you can do, all you need is a sickle, I think. An old hoe, there you go. And old hoes you can buy from this woman over here called Zaira. And you go to shop, and there you go. She sells loads of different tools that you can use, not just hoes. But you need a hoe, and then I recommend going to Logia Farm because they have many potato fields over there. But if you get your worker to get potatoes as well, that's a lot more efficient. And if you have another worker getting more potatoes, eventually it'll just the entire system will pay for itself, really. So to access your town storage, I think you go to this guy over here, down at the docks. Oh, wow, somebody's parked a cart here. Warehouse? Yeah, there we go. So here's the warehouse with all the potatoes, which will put there automatically. So let's take all of them out, and I'll put them in your inventory. Let's take a beer as well, because why not? So now you want to head to your residence that you've bought. This doesn't necessarily have to be in Valia, this can be anywhere because you're just making the beer there. But for demonstration purposes, I've bought one in Valia because it's easier to get to. It's just over here. Right, so when you get into your residence, you'll want to press Control and click Place Mode. And you'll see your cooking utensil that you bought is now in your inventory. It's very bright here. So if you click this, left click, it'll bring up this and it'll show you where you can place it in this white area. So, we can just place it at the edge here. Confirm. So there we go, now I've got a cooking utensil. And here it is. So every time you enter your house, you'll have this cooking utensil here. I do seem to have it the wrong way around. Let's just fix that quickly, if we are able to. There we go. So here we are, the cooking utensil. Now press R, or whatever you've got a keybound to start cooking. So 6 mineral water, 1 sugar. Where's the leavening agent? There we go. 2. And then we want 5 potatoes. Now hopefully, if I've done this correctly, I can now make some beer. So there we go. Obviously putting some of the beer in the scoop. The spoon. Gotta test some of it. There we go, crafting has succeeded. Beer. So there we go, that actually made 2 beer. Now as your cooking levels up, I think you might be able to make more, but you know, don't count on it. That might be completely wrong, I'm just making it up. You can't jump out of windows. So there you go, now that you've got your beer, you can feed it to your worker, like I said earlier. I'm actually going to wait 5 minutes and then skip to it just to show you how to give it to your worker. So see you then. So now my first goblin worker has finished doing the potato farming. So as you can see, there's now a couple more options that are available than cancel. One of them is repeat, which means just, you know, make the goblin do exactly what they did before. The worker, sorry. Which is do more potato farming. As you can see, whilst this guy's been doing mushroom farming, his stamina's been decreasing. It's 7 out of 8 now. This guy's 2 out of 8, so let's recover with some beer, which will give him 2 stamina. So they can... Oh, shift right button, okay. There we go. So now he's full stamina after using 3 beer. So I'm all out of beer, but the goblin's got full stamina, and he'll get more potatoes for me so I can make more beer. So that was a very brief guide on the housing system and workers and nodes, but there's lots more to explore, so test it all out for yourself. And as always, leave a comment if you have any suggestions or questions. Like the video if you enjoyed the video, and dislike if you didn't, so I can improve it for next time. Thanks a lot guys, and I'll see you next time.